The Jefferson County Board of Education is under scrutiny after it approved a public relations contract on the same day its top communications official left the district. 2 days later, she was announced as the new vice president at that firm. June 30th was Carolyn Callahan's last day as chief communications officer at the district. That same day, the board approved a contract with C2 Strategic Communications for public relations services at $190 an hour. C2 announced Callahan as its new vice president on July 2nd. Contract records also show the agreement was already underway before Callahan left the district. C2 Executive Vice President Angela Blank signed the agreement on June 12th, 18 days before Callahan's departure from JCPS, and Callahan's name even appears in the contract under the heading Cabinet Member. The district was also awarded the contract through a non-competitive process. Documents show C2 was selected, though, because it currently works with the district with contracts dating back to at least 2015. Board member Taylor Everett doesn't believe anything out of line occurred.
Now, if Carolyn knew that she was going to go there and awarded the contract and she told them that she was going to get the contract, that would totally be against, like, not okay. But from everything I've seen, everyone I've talked to, and the documentation in place, that isn't what happened here.
Everett went on to say Callahan, her communications team, the finance department, and legal staff were all likely involved in the vendor selection process. JCPS vendor contracts do include a conflict of interest section. It states contractors can't violate the district's ethics policies or knowingly help, participate in, or benefit from a district employee doing so.